guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is Angie, and it is time to close out the month of October. Now, it is actually Saturday and I'm recording this, but when you see this, the month will have already ended. So let's go ahead and take a look at the last week. So how is everyone? I'd love to know how your budgeting went for the month of October. Were you able to stay in budget? Were you able to put a little bit more back in savings and so on? And so let's take a look at our goals. So you know my number one goal was to read a finance book this month. And I have been reading and working my way through Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Now, I did not actually finish that book this month, but I am very close. So I'm going to continue it into the month of November and finish that up. And then as far as my second goal, making that extra 20 in sales on Etsy, thanks to you all, I surpassed that goal with 2 more days in the month still remaining. So super excited. Thank you all so much for your support. And so I'll let you know an exact amount once I do my savings video. So then let's go ahead and get into it. Not too many expenses to finish out the month because we pretty much handled all of our bills. So as you can see, I only have one spot where I have a bills space. And so most of our purchases this week were from our variable spending. And so the only bill that came out was Walmart Plus. And this is our first bill for that. So we weren't really sure what to budget for. I had put for 15 and it actually ended up being $13.73. So that was great. So let me let that dry. And so then that's it. So that was the only bill we had this week. And so let's move on to our wallet. All right, guys. Now, so we did spend a little bit on gas this week. And so I actually have my pen today, you all. Let's see here. So we spent a total of, and I'm just going to put today's date on there because that's easier. Because we spent more than one day. Let's see, let me get my calculator. We spent $10 at the beginning of the week. Then we had 2 more Uber trips. So that came to a total of, let's see, we had 10 plus $8.99 plus $13.77. So we spent $32.76 on gas this week. So then let's go ahead and total that. So that meant we were left with $52.24 in our gas budget. So we really didn't have to use Uber much at all for the month of October, which is great. So $57.24 is how we ended that. So let's see. Food wise, we did bad, guys. We went over. So let's see. We spent at Walmart $145.79. And so you remember going into this week we had $87.85 remaining. And so that left us negative for grocery $57.94. All right. How are you all doing with your grocery budgets? I told you, I think in the last video, that I think we're going to have to increase that. Things are just too expensive and it's getting harder and harder to stay within the budget that we have usually been able to follow just fine. We didn't use anything else out of our fund. Health and beauty, we didn't spend anything else. So we still have $20.70 there. Cleaning wise, we did make some purchases. So let's update it. And we'll probably have a lot more cleaning wise, because I think I said before, I love to get the house super, super clean during the holiday times, because we're pulling all those boxes out of the storage so that we can decorate for the different holidays and so on. And so I just do a real deep clean then. So $20.31 is what we spent out of here. So let me total that. So that left us with $22.80 in our household budget. All right, now we didn't spend anything else on the dog. We didn't do anything with our fudge fund, and I do have several receipts in there that I'll scan later. So you all, let's see. So then let's take a final look at our numbers then and see what we ended up with. Oh, let's see, and hopefully you can see that, guys. Let me zoom in a little bit here. So we ended up for the month with a total budget of $4,361.20. Coming on down, we spent $4,095.31, which left us with $265.89 that we can add to our savings challenges and sinking funds. And so I will do that in the next video. But I think all in all, you all, we did a fantastic job on the budget. Notice that this isn't perfect. Here it's showing that I didn't budget for $47.20, and that's because I made a little extra on those paychecks, which is why we also had a little bit more over here left over at the end of the month. So let me go out of there. So you all, I'm really happy. That's exciting. We have a lot that we can add to savings this time. So I do have our financial motivation for today, and today's is commit to learning about money. And so you all, that's part of what I'm doing with reading Rich Dad Poor Dad. And I think, I'm not sure what my next book will be, but I definitely want to learn a little bit more about investing. And so whenever I decide what that is, you all, I'll share it with you. So I'll leave you with that. And that is it. So I'll see you next time when we set up our budget for the month of November. Bye.